teary-eyed, weary, lies masquerading as truth to turn forgiveness into weakness. I'm sorry's and I'll never do it again's weaken the soulful needs of all queens. Black, white, yellow, green. It seems outrageous to stay when physical and verbal blows happen more often than there are hours in a day. But leaving is not always easy. And sometimes the fight doesn't seem worth it when you're not sure if the violence will spill over into the lives of those you love. And he became my Omega soul tie, threatening me until I was too afraid to leave. He made me want him when I didn't understand why. Made me smile from ear to ear with sheer bliss, but I missed the obvious hooks of manipulation. Being too patient with someone full of impatience. Waiting to hook my soul as if he were a fisher of men, but he was only a fisher of me and others alike. Spiking his words to make me emotionally tipsy. Grabbing for his false honesty to keep me up. And I got stuck. Somewhere between you're beautiful and it's okay. And it felt so good to hear that I didn't hear God telling me to stay away. He was dismembering my spirit every time I spoke to him. Yet I was too blinded to see the magnitude to which he was dishonoring me. He used me, and I was too ignorant to mind, draining me mentally, spiritually, physically, financially, abusing me, manipulating me, insulting me in ways I never could have imagined. He put the fear of Satan in me until he made himself my God, threatening me until I saw more of him than I saw my own family. And I found myself indebted to a man who only knows how to do three things: kill, steal, and destroy. And I employed his fragmented words of anger and selfishness, finding myself angry and selfish. And before I continue, this is no metaphor for the devil himself, just the devil in the flesh. Bloodshot red eyes from spirits taking residence in the body. He broke me. Broke me to the point I didn't know whether I was coming or going. And although I knew right from wrong, I could not distinguish between right and wrong. I asked God, what's wrong with me? How did I even get here? He took everything away from me, having me in the midst of adversity, but I couldn't get away. I can pinpoint at least 3 times I knew I would lose my life, as he took from me any and everything I had in my hand or own, demeaning my intelligence, questioning my character, mocking my faith. I tried to deal with it alone until he forced me to take from my mother or else. So I felt it was best to protect those I loved, until every false, honest word revealed itself, and I had no choice but to confess my sins. All the while he was trying to make me feel responsible for choices he made. There I was, a college graduate, yet not enough know-how to know how to distinguish the signs. But there's beauty when the storm's over and the damage has been cleared. I became so weak and broken I had no choice but to turn back to my father. You see, I am the prodigal daughter, living recklessly, acting carelessly. It's embarrassing to have people think everything's good when it's not. The plot thickened with this Omega soul tie. Yet I am obliged to tell my story, standing on the neck of fear, as I look Satan in the face and tell him that he lost my life. This has made me stronger. I have a will to fight longer. Yet I will never again fall victim to being in an Omega soul tie.